All right. What have you been playing, JJ? Let's go, JJ. You had a game that you were playing. You have several review things that you're playing, but you had one that you can actually talk about.
Well, I can. Which one can I talk about? Are you thinking?
There was the one from like 3 weeks ago. I think.
Yeah, that I was playing that before we popped in on here. Yeah. What was the I keep forgetting Mushihimesama.
Mushihimesama. Yeah.
No, I played through that a couple of times. It's always a bummer when you play. It's because it's a re-release of an older, early 2000s arcade shooter from Cave, and you kind of hope that slowdown goes away, but it never does in these, and it's a real bummer. It's a real fucking bummer when you're playing it and the screen just comes to a slog as you're trying to dodge the bullets. You're like, please.
Wait, so is that a Switch issue or is it a game issue?
I mean, that's how the game, like in like the Dreamcast version and stuff, would have been the same way then. But nowadays, I can't tell. It's maybe it may be a Switch issue. It probably is, but it's super accessible. That's the one thing that's a plus for it, because you can really just kind of go through it. And they have like an easy mode, an original mode, like a new arrange mode, like an updated version of it with they don't really do a lot to explain what the different modes are, except in this trailer. So like you boot it up and you're like, what is this mode? And this trailer tells you, oh, the bullets move faster. But look, even on the trailer, how slow the game gets. But
that doesn't sound like a Switch thing.
Yeah, that's just what these games were. A lot of them were, especially from this era. It's got a great soundtrack. I'll give it the soundtrack thing. But finally, we could make it is such a weird way to promote.
Finally, we could do it.
Yeah, I don't think there was a lot of people champing at the bit for this particular bullet hell game. I totally forgot about it until you said, hey, does anybody want the review code for this? And I was like, oh shit, that's right, that was a game, wasn't it? I like the bug motif, like this weird like fern gully, like you're just shrunk down into a world of bugs and Bugs Life, Disney's Bugs, Pixar's Bugs Life. There you go.
There you go.
I feel like the idea of wanting to play bullet hells has just completely left my body.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this on the trailer right now. Ultra mode is at your own risk. Yes, it's impossible. I was having no fun playing Ultra mode.
It's just it just doesn't sound interesting to me.
Yeah, it's. I'm glad that it has the different versions, because usually these bullet hell games, you get the one and you're done. Like that's it. Like you get the one mode, it's going to be impossible for you to play, and if you don't like that, then too bad. But this one at least gives you like 3 or 4 different game options for it. And
so are you playing it in just like docked or undocked? Or
I've been trying. I've done everything. Switch Lite and normal Switch. And on my normal Switch, I've even done it with the Flip Boy or whatever.
Okay, I was going to ask about that. Okay,
the Flip Grip. Yeah, it does have a vertical. It does have a vertical option. That's the best way to play it, just because that vertical scrolling is, how it was supposed to be played to begin with. So if you have the ability to play it in the vertical scrolling, that's the way to go. I always feel bad saying it, but I think this is one of those bullet hell games that you could just pass on.
Okay.
It's fine. It's unless you're like diehard for it. It's a good vertical shooter. It's a bad bullet hell game. It really is. It's not a particularly great bullet hell game, but as a vertical scroller, it's a shmup. It's really good. But there's so many more. You can get the SNK collection.
Get that collection. That's a good collection.
Yeah, or Ikaruga is on the Switch. It's there's other options out there. This one's just one of those, it fell to behind the scenes and is really just sort of one of those games that is for people that really follow the genre and like that stuff. It doesn't have any historical stuff because it's not really a historical important game to the overall thing. But
you don't remember the Great Bug War, JJ?
Yeah, the Great Bug Revolution.
There are locusts right now, and in Michigan we're dealing with gypsy moths.
Yeah.
Mushihimesama. And it's an old game that's back on the Switch.
Back on the Switch. The Switch is a great place for this kind of nonsense. I love it for that. Like, there's a lot of cool old lost arcade games that sort of pop up from time to time, but a lot of those are like $8, and this one's not.
This one's not.
So, yeah. So get it on sale, I guess, if you can. I know that's a bad thing to say in a review for somebody that gave me a review copy for a game, but I don't give a shit. It's just okay at the very best.
Just okay at best.
Yeah.